Hi, I'm here with Frank Andreacchi, who's our new Senior Vice President of Shared Services. We introduced Frank in the last blog, but I thought I'd give Frank a chance to introduce himself. So Frank, 3 weeks in, how's it going?
Well, Scott, it's very exciting. I've noticed the Y culture is quite unique. I've got a warm welcome from all the people that I've spoken with across the country. I've talked to a number of CEOs and MRC coordinators and a staff here at YMCA Canada. And I would say 3 weeks in, I'm pretty excited about the job.
Oh, that's great. So, shared services, it's a title we've never had in the Y before. What are some of the things that we can share?
Well, I think I think you want to share services for various reasons, and it's to save money, I think, is the most concrete reason that people think about. But I think there's also some strategic reasons around why you want to share services. So basically, you want to do it because it makes sense and it's better to do things together. Some of the things that I'm looking at are shared benefits, employee benefits, shared procurement, and shared insurance program.
So you were describing some of the things that, some of the reasons why shared service is a good idea. What are some of the things that aren't so obvious, perhaps, that we can benefit from?
Well, what I think is, in each of the three programs that I just described, there is a strategic reason why it should be done, in addition to saving money. For example, the procurement program, we could create some national alliances that could help us with brand development. In the insurance program, there is risk management that is huge for any association. And in employee benefits, we could, with the savings, create some additional human resources, staffing that I've heard many of the associations say that there is a need for that out there.
Mm-hmm. Now, you've had a chance to, I think, speak to 36 people or so so far, even though you've only been here for 3 weeks. You've had lots of conversations with people. What are some of the things, other than those three main programs, what are some of the other ideas that might take place a little later on?
Well, Scott, I have to say it's a little bit overwhelming. There is a lot that can be done. But just if I was just to focus it in a couple of areas, I would say information technology. There are so many aspects to that, from the strategy to best practices to backup, etc. There's all sorts of things, and I think the key there will be to focus it down into something that's manageable. So that still needs a bit of work, but just sort of as just of a general area to look at, that would be one of them. The other one is shared staffing in the area of CFOs, human resources people, IT professionals. So those are two really big areas.
Fantastic. So what can people expect? How is this going to roll out, do you think?
Well, my focus for this year, and I'll be thinking and looking at a lot of things, so please feel free to give me new ideas, but I will be focusing on those three main services that I talked about. Be focusing on creating an employee benefits program, moving the insurance program beyond the Canadian Urban Group, as is their desire, and creating a procurement program that's cost-effective and is able to be shared with smaller Ys so that they can also participate.
Great. Well, Frank, we're delighted to have you on board, and I think you're going to really add tremendous value to what YMCA Canada can do to support YMCAs across the country. So thank you for that. We've just come back from a meeting of the MRC CEOs and the MRC coordinators, in fact our whole delivery of service system in Vancouver, and at that meeting have kind of planned out our timeline over the next 18 months. So you'll be hearing later this month how our new strategic planning consultants, who are just about to engage, will be helping us to put together the Federation strategic plan with your help. So we'll be telling you how the process is going to work, but most importantly, we'll be telling you how you can get involved. Thanks very much. Stay tuned to the blog.